So every year, many people die from heart-related problems. Depending on where you are, it's anywhere between the first to fifth most common form of death. And we have CPR, defibrillation, all these other things that can help and greatly reduce it, but sometimes these don't come in time. Also, the longer you wait, the more likely it's to fail. Now, what I'm wondering about, and also sometimes these hard things do not work the best because sometimes you can have a localized blood clot or a localized problem that doesn't kill a person but harms a local part of the body. And again, time is of the essence. So what about not an artificial heart, but an artificial backup heart? Now, you might be like, what's an artificial backup heart? Also, there's some cases that you don't get CPR, your heart recovers, but you still had a heart attack, that you got some damage. Well, let's say in your body you place something that when it normally doesn't operate, when it detects that something's off, it pumps the blood throughout your body immediately. So immediately your body has oxygen and stuff to recover from it. There's no loss, and your heart can get back in place. The thing why this is maybe a lot more doable than an actual fully replaced heart is that you don't have to, it doesn't have to be as a powerful, first of all. By saying it doesn't have to be as powerful, it doesn't have to go through, for example, as much extreme exercises or other things like that a normal heart might be doing it. So you might be able to put in people that do more extreme exercise and stuff. It doesn't have the same adjustment doesn't have to have the same adjustment capability of going up and down as much for like relaxed and non-relaxed states. Both are good for your body. It doesn't have to be as reliable, it doesn't have to be as durable because it's not operating all the time. So it doesn't have to operate all the time. So it can have just operate more nicely. It doesn't have to do complex chemical feedback that heart is connected to your emotions, to your hormone endocrines. It doesn't have to operate that as much, and your normal heart can take care of that. It also, by keeping your normal heart up, your normal heart has amazing abilities that you might be in the future be able to repair it in other ways with like artificial stuff and growing stem cell stuff that a fully mechanical heart might not. If the mechanical heart malfunctions, you're not dead, which might malfunction. So as a backup, it might be great if there's a hack or something, or a software issue or something else. You could also put weaker mechanical hearts in various places, mechanical pumps, maybe not hearts, in various places of your body, so that if there's a localized clot or something, or more localized problem, you could function there faster, more immediately. And then it also could make the blood flow act as a booster for the heart. So if the heart is weak, it can boost it at the place that the blood is the weakest to flow. And that can actually help reduce the flow more than if it was directly at where the heart is at times. Let's say you have poor blood flow to your legs. It's better to place maybe something at your actual legs than at your heart. So you can have booster space put in more different locations. Also, the surgery might be to put this thing in place, might be a lot less extreme in many ways. And by a lot less extreme, I mean is you still have your normal heart going, so you don't have to worry about that. You might just be able to, still extreme surgery, you might just have to insert it. And you also might be able to put this in healthier people before they're so unhealthy. This means they have a better recovery. So I think maybe in the future, there's a good goal of actually making an artificial heart that you don't have to, that people get before they have a severe illness. Because also we don't always know who's going to be tested. This could just get it in there. And this artificial backup, maybe not artificial, but this artificial backup could be great. And then we could also design maybe artificial backup cytokines for a bunch of bodily things. So when your body does wear down, you have a replacement. just like this idea. And this replacement that could kick in, for example, maybe something that helps you can combine artificial heart with some oxygen pumps. The oxygen pump can be used to pump in blood actually together and pump in actually oxygen more into the chamber by filling the oxygen chamber. That force can also force some oxygen directly into it and make more oxygen contact at less area. And you can do design of pumps, so you can combine with an artificial lung to some extent. You can combine with other artificial pumps in the body. Maybe the pressure you use from the heart, you can use it to do some dialysis continuously, a little bit, but not as much as your kidney, but it helps boost your kidney's ability, and so on and so on. And also, if we do this on more people, we get more data, and we get better at designing these things and building them in the first place. So, and that's a huge advantage. If we can build these things better, life becomes a lot better for us. So, another benefit, also, damage to the heart occurs more when the heart goes without oxygen. So pumping oxygen to the heart quickly will get that damage. Now these electronic things, we can even add to a backup that it automatically calls when it's activated. Let's say it calls 911 or something like that. So people can, if they're alone, get help faster. It also might send an alert to people that they know that's important in customizable ways. Now, it's a goal. Now, I'm not saying that this is a 1 year off thing, 2 years or 10 years. This might be many years off, but I think it's more doable than a completely artificial cyborg system and something to look into. And if we set this as a goal, then complete an artificial heart, just a backup system, the goal might be more doable, quicker. This might make it more reasonable for people to start thinking about something that's tested out as a stepping stone that's good. So more people more likely to test it out on pigs and stuff like that, seeing that it might be something that is quicker to get into the marketplace than a fully artificial heart on a pig in some ways. And we can get a product on the marketplace that could help more people and get more data. Well, thank you very much for listening. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers in a year and 4,000 watch hours, which is really hard. With your help, I think I can do it. Also, if you have any ideas for future videos, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below, along with any questions. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers in a year and 4,000 watch hours, which is really hard, but with your help, I think I can do it. Thank you very much. Goodbye.